to my dance. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, baby. We like some Burkina Faso over here. We dig Burkina Faso over here. We like what Ibrahim Traore is doing. Burkina Faso, baby. I wanted to say that with all of Ibrahim Traore's accomplishments, he could never do enough to keep the Europeans off of him. They're going to keep saying that he's mining the gold for himself, even though he only makes captain's pay, which he made before he got into office. An office in which he was willing to step down from, just so the people can vote. He's like, oh, you guys want to vote? No problem. They're like, no, no, sir. You in office now. He's like, all right, I mean, you can vote if you want. You guys can vote. You can vote on your leader. Just know this. He was like, know this. Let that leader keep misleading the people. And yeah, we're going to overthrow him. Or her. To all African leaders. That includes you, Ivory Coast. That includes you, Nigeria. To all African leaders. If you don't tighten up what you're doing, to all you old men, old women who've been in office for 40 years, even to all of you islanders, all of you islanders out there, if you guys don't do right by the people are going to overthrow you. Nobody is waiting for you to leave office casually anymore. All you generals, all you delegates, super delegates, and all you senators and ministers, and all, nobody. We're not doing that. No, your term. Listen. There are term limits, and you guys haven't even abided by them. You've been in office forever. Why? Because you're sucking up all the money while people are out here starving. Hey, what's going on? Probably. Country girl. But to all you ministers, oh, thank you. To all you ministers who've been holding up the money, like that one president said, he's like, we got to go through this whole ring around the rosy before something gets done, and then it doesn't get done. He's like, I'm sick of that. When I say something's going to happen, it's going to happen within the confines of the law. And I'm down for that. I'm not even a young person, and I'm on fire about Ibrahim Traore. Oh, thank you. Who starves in America? We have the fastest homeless in the world. Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? You're trying to help and support. That's what's up. That sounds funky. Who is that? What do you mean? Fastest. You can barely hear it? Can you hear me better now? Can you have a shout out? Since I subscribed, Country Girl, shout out to you. Howdy. How you doing? Get my glasses on. But yeah, Ibrahim Traore, keep doing what you're doing. All these old senators and countrymen that are not for the people, get rid of them. All over Africa, the Ivory Coast, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of every single person who doesn't want to do right by you, young people. Get rid of all of them. Kick them all out the office. I don't really like these glasses because they grab on my hair right here. But I'm gonna have to use them. Get rid of all of them. Thank you. Yeah, my dad and mom are farmers. We plant cotton. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, plant. Separate the yin from the yang. Get rid of every single one of them old senators, them old presidents. They're up there not doing anything. Ivory Coast, Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria. We know you're corrupt out there in Nigeria. All the Nigerians know it too. Tired of all that. We're tired of all that. Have your young people get rid of them. No more funny stuff. Ibrahim Traore all day. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and black people help you, but that's good, country girl. Okay, you're telling me you're not being racist. Well, I don't think that if black people are helping you, that you're being racist. People need to help each other. I don't even think if you're paying black people on your farm, I don't think that's racist. Listen, I don't think if you're not paying black people on your farm that that's racist. Why? Because you can have your neighbors could be black and have a farm, and you guys just need help with something. And they're like, hey, we'll come over there and help you because your harvest, we know how harvest goes because, we got ours over here. So we'll help you get this done. You don't have to pay us because when we need help, we know that you'll come and help us. That's not a thing. That's not racist to me. Now, if you're saying work on this farm and we're never going to pay you and you're going to keep working here, that's racist. Yeah, that's racist. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're paying them, or if some Asians come in and you pay them more than you pay black people, that's racist. Yeah, now that's being racist. That's actually happened to me. People are like, hey, we're not going to pay you, but we're going to pay them, but you're going to do this job. And I was like, wait, what? Nah, that person was trying to be racist. So yeah, that's still a thing. You can't do that in America, even though people do it. I've did a job that people just straight up said, hey, we're not going to pay you. That's happened to me a few times. Go to get your paycheck. You go to get your paycheck and they're like, oh, no, we're going to close our doors. And they closed the doors on us. Would not give us our paycheck. So that's still a thing here in America. Now, as far as the homeless in America, yeah, it's growing and it's going to keep growing. However, the Trump administration and what they're doing as far as money coming into America, now there's a lot more money that's coming into America. There's billions more coming in because of the tariffs. And there's eventually going to be more jobs. There's already starting. There's more jobs being added. But there's a lot of people who don't want to go to work anymore. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One of them is because of what Trump did when Elon Musk came and fired a bunch of people. Those people realized that there's no job security. So once you realize that there's no job security, you don't want to really go back to work. You're like, through that, I need to find a way that this never happens to me again. Also, the Me Too movement that happened some 10 years ago or whatever, a lot of people are afraid of women. Because women in the workforce, they can say anything. Women can say absolutely anything in out of the workforce. Something that happened 20 years ago. Look at Smokey Robinson. He's getting sued for something that happened 20 years ago, over 20 times by 5 different people who've been with him for years. And he's like, what? This happened 20 years ago. Coming out of the woodland. Look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's getting sued. So women can say anything and men are sick of it. They're sick of losing everything that they have. Look at Deion Sanders and what he went through and still going through. How he lost everything to that wife of his who beat him up, cheated on him, assaulted him, did everything, then tried to take all his money. This is why Deion can't stand his wife, his ex-wife. He don't want. She did everything she could to hurt that man. And she did. She hurt him. She hurt him good. So yeah, so this is why people don't want to go back to work, especially men. And only important to actors living the dream and they work for a minimum payment. Rick Games. It's only important that actors are living the dream. I'm going to tell you something. Actors aren't even living the dream anymore. I'm going to tell you why. Is this music too loud? Let me know if this music is too loud because I'm just over here jamming. But I'm going to tell you why. Because actors, the gig is up with them. People don't really care anymore as far as you being the superstar who's totally disconnected from us. We don't care because we're hungry. And when people are hungry, they don't care about what movie you made or what song you made. Look at Beyonce. Look at Beyonce's concerts. Beyonce is a prime example of people waking up. I mean, your tickets are $1,000. Who has rent? Who has rent to pay for your ridiculous tickets of you and your daughter dancing and we're supposed to idolize? No, I don't give. For you to dance around in some boots for 2 hours and that cost me $1,000 plus concessions, plus getting there, plus getting dressed, plus all this other stuff. You're $2.5 grand into it by the time Beyonce is done, line dancing. It's like, no, I'm not. Get out of here. I'm not. I mean, peace to you and your family. Nothing against your family. But the price of your concerts is ridiculous. I wish your family all the best. But no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. So, there's a lot of changing that's going on where people are just like, it's ridiculous. You guys are charging us way too much just for life. I mean, how much is your electric bill? $400 or $500? Look at what HOAs are doing to people. Look at what HOAs are doing to people. Look at what they're ripping people off. They're just coming up with arbitrary numbers out of nowhere and say, hey, you need to pay us this amount in a matter of 2 months. Hey, you owe us $10,000. For what? In some HOAs, they're saying, hey, you're part of an HOA. I know you didn't know this, but being that, just because you didn't know doesn't mean it's not true. And you've been part of an HOA for the last 5 years or so. You haven't paid us anything. So we sold your house. And a person's like, what are you talking about? This is not an HOA. Yes, it is. And then they sell your house right off from under you. People are tired of the flim flam. People are going to be looking for the adjuster. They're like, free the adjuster. Get that man out of jail. We're sick of it. And now you got insurance companies running around with bodyguards. You got the people who are the CEOs of these insurance companies. They're running around with bodyguards now because the adjuster made a statement. And a lot of these actors and actresses, they're going to end up on the wrong side of the neighborhood talking that crazy and expecting people to, kiss their damn feet. And they're going to find themselves in a bad situation if they act like they don't recognize what's going on with the regular people. Don't forget, there's billions of us. Billions. There's billion. Look, Elon Musk is even finding that out the hard way. Elon Musk, the richest man on the planet, he found out the hard way when his stock dropped 40% and people started burning his stuff. Yeah, he learned. He cut that nonsense out, didn't he? Keep it up, Elon. You'll be broke as a joke. Exactly. If you can find a way to make some extra money, cash benefit, besides your job, that's something. Oh, the music wasn't too loud. Okay. But make some extra money, do you. But don't focus on actors, singers. Don't focus on none of those people are important. They're not doing anything to enhance your life. And there's some of them I like. I mean, there's some of them I like their stuff. I like what they do. I like the effort that they put into it. Personally, I don't know Tom Cruise, but as far as acting, what he puts into Mission Impossible, I like it. He is all in on his movies, and I watch them. I watch them. You know what I'm saying? Tom Hanks, great actor. I used to be watch a lot of his movies, not so much, but I appreciate the fact that he's a doggone good actor. But do I idolize him? Absolutely not. If Tom Cruise came knocking on my door, I would be like, what are you doing here? Mr. Cruise, how you doing? Okay, what's going on? Because he's not going to change my life. Not unless he came to my door to change my life. You know what I'm saying? He came to my door and said, hey, I want you to be in one of my movies. All right, now we're talking. How much do I get paid? What am I doing? I'm not jumping off of anything higher than 2 feet and, swimming under some tanquid sharks. No, I'm not doing that. You guys can do that. Other than that, what do you want me to do, Mr. Cruz? Yeah, what you got? Because I'm going to get paid. Any amount he's going to pay me is going to change my life. If these guys are not doing that for you, then don't idolize them. There's not one singer out there who's about to change your life. They don't know you. Now, there have been some celebrities who have done some good things, and I'm with that. Paris Hilton recently. A woman's car blew up, and her Paris Hilton mug, she said, hey, this mug survived this fiasco. Can you buy me a new car? Paris Hilton jumped on a plane, then jumped into Carvana and drove out to this lady's house and said, hey, here's your car. Gave that woman a hug because she was, and you know what? This woman's a teacher. She's a teacher. She's a school teacher. Why not do it for her? Absolutely, Paris. Abso-freaking-lutely, Paris Hilton. I'm with you on that. I'm with you, Paris. You did good by the people. So if these people aren't doing good by the people, don't pay them any mind. They make movies, they sing, they hum, they dance. Who cares? They shake their tail feather and people go crazy. I could care less. I could give two damns about you, your family, or any of them shaking it up and you're not doing me any damn good. I'm never gonna come see you live. I don't have the patience to sit there and I'd rather go see a local artist. I would, because I can go up and talk to the local artist. I can enjoy the local artist further than the stage. All these celebrities, you guys got to pay all this money to get next to them. Why? Why do you want to get next to them? What good is it going to do? You got a picture with them? Who cares? Who cares? Oh, I got a picture with so-and-so. Is your life better? Did your rent stay the same as it was 5 years ago? No. You're paying 20% more, 30% more. Your life's not going to change because you met this celebrity and nothing after that happened. Your life would change if you met a celebrity and then they changed your life. They put you on to something. You know, they paid you some attention and said, hey, do this, this, that, and the third. Dr. Dre met Eminem and changed his life. Eminem met G Unit pretty much because, listen, G Unit was already G Unit before Eminem. They were already a thing. They all hung out together. You know, Tony Yayo and 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks. They were all friends. Eminem meets G Unit, changes their life. G Unit or 50 Cent meets Akon or however that goes, changed his life. I don't know who Akon is signed to. I think he might be signed to Eminem. But these people are meeting these people, changing their lives. That's what I'm talking about. If these celebrities aren't going to change your life for the better, then do not. Who cares who cares what they do? Help me. I get you. You have focus on yourself, and the only money that has been earned and valued is through hard work. We can't change anyone's mind about working together to make a difference in the world. You sound political. You sound political. But okay, I'll take it. You know, it's not criticism. Even if it was constructive criticism, I still take it. But yes, hard work. You know, go to work, people. Go to work for yourselves. These companies have no loyalty to you. Look at what's happening to all around the world, but all around America especially. UPS. UPS used to be a go-to. UPS, remember that? Get a job at UPS. That used to be the go-to when your rap career ain't going nowhere. When you dropped out of D1 college because that you got that knee injury. What did you do? You went to UPS. You worked for UPS. You worked for the post office, DHL. You started driving a truck and you made a decent living. You got yourself a girl. You guys got, or you got yourself a woman, excuse me. You guys, grinding it out together. Your total income's 130,000. You can live off of that. Got yourself a little hacienda and boom, you're making it happen. What up? What's going on with you? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. What's happening, man? How them weights treating you? But yeah, you went to work for UPS, right? You got your grind on. You got that overtime. You came home tired. You know what I'm saying? Your woman, she's tired, you're tired. You're both collapsing on the sofa for 2 hours before you get up and eat dinner. I mean, that's life. That's life in love. You squeeze out 2 kids and you raise them on UPS money. That was a thing. You can't do that no more. UPS just canceled everybody's Christmas. What, 20,000 people gone just like that? Them tariffs hit hard. They hit different, don't they? Yeah, UPS got rid of a bunch of people. The post office got rid of a bunch of people. So yeah, get a job, work hard, but understand this. These jobs don't love you. You love you. These jobs don't love you. They don't love you. I don't care where you work. When you listen, if you go to work and when you walk in the door, you got to use a little pass key to boop. Guess what? Guess what? One of these days, that little beep to get in, it's not going to work. Yeah, you felt special when you got that badge, didn't you? When you got that little thing with your face on it, said what you do, got the little barcode, and you scanned it, boop, and it turns green, and you get in there, you like, I'm in here. Yeah, you like, I'm in this piece. And you walk in and everybody says hello. They got their Starbucks. You go sit at your desk, turn on your computer, speak to your neighbors. How's everybody doing? You get your morning going. Your little donut with the cream cheese. Your little bagel with the cream cheese. Little bagel. Put in your password. Boom, boom, boom. Your screen. Blah, 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 blah. And then you're there. Boom. Knocking it out till lunch. After lunch, then you get up and go home. One of these days, you're going to come to that door and you're going to go, boop, and it's not going to work. Yeah, that's just an occupation. And when they don't want you to occupy that spot anymore, it's over. And it could be for nothing, especially in Ohio. It's an at-will state. That manager you talk to every morning, hey, Jeff, how you doing? Hey, you know what? I hate doing this. What's your name again? Thomas. I've been working for you for the last 5 years. Yeah, Thomas. Listen, Joe, can I talk to you for a minute? You know what? Let's wait till lunch. No, never mind. Let's just do this now. Yeah, you're fired. Listen, James, sorry, but we're going enough. My name is Tom. Listen, Todd. I'll give you Todd. Can I get you? Todd, can we do Todd? Todd, listen. And you're out on your ass and let you say no so he can call 911 on you and trespass you from the building and then trespass you from the property and then trespass you from every property that they own. Think that he won't do it? Yes, he will. You got to chill on the squats. Yep. Yeah, you got to stick to leg press, Brody. You got to hit the leg press. Leave the squats alone. Squats are dangerous. Squats are dangerous because they can compress your lumbar. Next thing you know, that T3, T4. Yep. Side rant. Have you seen the gruesome videos on the internet about the cartel in Brazil and such? Makes me question our humanity and hope for. I have not. have not. I like that little jam. So hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, young man? So I just YouTube some videos. I don't see anything particular other than just some documentaries about the cartel. You're on school or you're in school? Well, you're 17, so you should be in school. My mathematic friend should be in there learning something and telling us what you learned before you get out here in this gruesome world. This gruesome world. Before you come out here and have to pay your rent, electric, gas, water. Yeah, you ain't doing none of that yet. Maybe you are. You might be. You might be doing some of that. So I looked it up and I didn't find anything in particular. But I want to say this about those groups of people. A lot of them are under pressure. And it's usually because of somebody else. A lot of it is the way the world works. You won 2 second places on a state contest of mathematics. And I believe every bit of that, because you are a smart person. And I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Smarty Pants. Math, listen, some of the stuff you're learning in math you'll never use. However, the ability to think mathematically is really what people are looking for. When you become a nurse or a doctor, you don't really use a lot of those mathematical equations. However, the process that's used for math, they use. The deduction is what I'm saying. How you can deduce something. Not to mention if you ever, joined the military, when you take your ASVAB, your life's gonna be a lot easier if you score high on math. So I am all for you getting down and dirty with the math books. And I mean deep. Because the more you know, and the more they know that you know, the better opportunities that you're gonna have. So get in them books. You know what I'm saying? Don't really pay us old people any mind out here. We missed our opportunity. And go and show us what you can do, because we'll be watching. Yeah, we want to see all that. But yeah, as far as the people who are in those groups, Uh, a lot of those people are in there not by choice. And then the people who want to be in those groups, who want to be part of those organizations, oh, I can't stand these glasses. It's going to be a real bear to take these off. Who want to be in those organizations, a lot of those people, you know, they have that instinct about them. They want to go out there and do wrong. They like doing wrong. And it suits them. It suits their ego. Until it doesn't. Until the bill comes due. Yeah, bills are laden. What you put out there, you're going to get back. Nobody's getting away with anything. Yeah, if you live that lifestyle, it's coming for you. That's because these kind of videos are only shown on on what is so what is one of the websites you talking about? Because there are a few out there. Oh, okay, World Watch. Never heard of it. Okay. Okay, well, I'll check out World Watch because I've never even heard of it. I mean, I'm on World Star about every other day, but never heard of World Watch. Yeah, but young man, get that math in there. Get some science. Even now, you know, I was looking for a particular job a couple years back, and they said, you don't have enough science. I went to a university, back to university last week. I said, hey, I want to know about, can I grab a 2-year degree? They were like, you need a whole nother math class. You'd need college, this math or that. So there's people who are turning me down because I don't have those classes. Don't let that happen to you. You know, because I was looking at being like a food inspector or something. They were like, let's look at your science. I'm like, I have a degree. They were like, yeah, but look at these classes. None of these classes are, you know. Gotta go. Take care too, man. That's what they're doing. They're like, You got any trig on there? Got any calculus? No calculus. Geometry. Got any geometry? No. How about some physics? You got no physics. You know what? It's okay. How about advanced biology? No, none of that. You know what? How about chemistry? Little chemistry? No chemistry. Little chem, little, mixing and well. Right now, you're just, you know what? Why don't you go back to school? You're telling somebody 60 years old, almost 60 years old, to go back to school. Why don't you go back to school and learn chemistry? This is what you're telling me. Why don't you go back and learn all sciences? Because see, I have biology, but they want me to have a degree in biology. I don't have a degree in biology. They're like, in order to become a food scientist, you need to have science. You know, in order to become a food inspector, or, you know, if you want to become a dietitian, a registered dietitian, you need to have science. And you're like, those classes are hard. You're like, yeah, I know. They separate the weak from the strong. And then you go, well, how much do they pay to become, you know, let's say a dietitian? They're like, maximum $40 an hour. That's to feed you, your wife, and your 3 kids. That's it. That's all. About 81 a year, 82 maybe. Depends on the year. You're like, that's good if you're single. But the minute that you marry, hell, the minute that you start dating, $40 an hour is going to look very small. 40 an hour? It's going to look small. And this is a master's degree. That's the jam, ain't it? This is getting a master's degree. So, yeah. But I don't even know what my subject was about. But yeah, people. So yeah, my 17-year-old mathematically inclined brother from another mother. Yeah, do your thing, man. I want to hear about your progress, you know, through your life. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I want to know, you know, what you decide to be and how's that going. Nothing too deep. Just the shallow stuff. The stuff that you would put on the internet. Let me put it to you like that. Shallow stuff. Hey, I decided to become a, you know, or whatever. How's that going? It's going great. You know, I love it. Or this sucks. I'm going to buy a sailboat and sail around the world. Like the one guy. You know, or yeah, it's cool and I'm able to, you know, prosper, you know, stuff like that. Travel with it, good traveling money, you know. And I'm going to tell you something, when you get my age, it's not over. If you think that you're going to hit 60 years old and go sit in a chair somewhere, you're fooling yourself. The world is not made up like that anymore. 401ks are getting emptied. Emptied. People don't even know it. Pensions are getting emptied, stolen right off from under you. Yeah. My best advice to anybody young is find something you love to do. Go out there and do it. And don't let nobody take it away from you. Be able to do it no matter where you're at. If you wanted to move to Islamabad, you can go there and still do the same thing. Don't let nothing hold you back. Always be able to fall like a cat and just land on your feet. If somebody comes up and off of HR and gives you a hard time and then starts spreading rumblings about you, you can tell them to kiss it where the sun don't shine and walk up out of there and still be good. You can be like, listen, Wendy. Listen, Win to the D. Let me educate you real quick. Win to the D. Because you know HR is just a cesspool of hens who are just ready to take somebody down for no reason. They love it. They love it. They love pulling out some rule, some flight-by-night rule that they just made up while they were sitting there stinking up the damn office. They love to do that. They love it. We're just going to make this up, and then it's going to be law. You know, they just love to pull something up out of nowhere. Well, did you know? No, you didn't notice either. When to the D. Well, we're going to give you an exit interview. No, you're not. You're not exiting nothing. You're not exiting nothing. You're not going to sit up there and tell me how I was a bad employee. What you're going to do is watch me leave as of right now. And I'm going to escort myself out. You don't need guards to escort me out. Hell, I'm going on vacation. I'm about to empty out my purse and be just fine. You ain't got to tell me nothing. And then go home and sit there for 2 weeks and, you know, fix your bike. Work on that, you know, Nighthawk, whatever kind of bike you got with 400 cc's or whatever the hell. Or make a bike. Make a Nighthawk. You know what? I'm going to make a motorcycle. Grab some tools and look on the internet and figure out how to make one and then make your own damn motorcycle. Speed off and give them the finger. A tough guy? Who wants to be a tough guy? You know how much energy it takes to be a tough guy? To walk around ready to fight all the time? And to walk around ready to fight anyone? You know how much energy, you know how much negative force it takes to live that way? You ever notice those guys don't make it too long? Look at the UFC. See how long a career lasts in the UFCs. Those are tough guys. Tell me how long their careers last. There are fans that last longer than the fighters. That tells you something. Hell no, I'm not a tough guy. Absolutely not. Those guys get old and slow quick. Very, very, very quick. Go look at some of them. Go look at them. Are they still dangerous? Absolutely. But are they slowing down at an extraordinary rate? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are melting from the inside. Yeah, you look at your local bouncers. They're always replaced with somebody younger. Why? Because they get slow and they get knocked out. Because somebody younger and stronger is gonna come along and challenge them. Go look at your bouncers at your local bar, or go to the concerts or the whatever. You'll see a fresh new pair of tough guys out there every single concert, because it gets old quick. And when somebody runs up on you and you ain't ready to holler, "Aye," that's your ass. Not to mention, everybody knows that you're a tough guy and they're going to challenge you for no reason. They're going to come out of nowhere and challenge you. Nowhere. And they're going to travel hours just to do it. Just to whoop your ass. Absolutely not. I don't want that energy. No, I'm not a tough guy. No. Absolutely not. No. Can I fight? Yes. Do I want to? No. You go do it. You go do it. Tell us how it goes. Go out there and be a tough guy to the world. Show us how it goes. Show us. We want to see it. Go out there and be a tough guy. Yeah. Tell us how it goes. Go be a bad boy, Yardy. Yeah. Go be a bad boy. Show us how it goes. Come back in 10 years. Show us how. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. I bet you don't have a good report, if you're even alive. You ain't going to have one good thing to say. Not one. And every tough guy will tell you the same thing. You're going to get knocked out one time or another. Name me one. Name me one tough guy who ain't got knocked on his ass and woke up by some young bull. Did a panel. Show me one. Benny Siegel, remember he used to be a tough guy. Remember Beans used to be a tough guy. Beans was a tough guy. State property Beans. Beans was such a notorious tough guy that the Boondocks even talked about him. The Boondocks made a skit about Beans. They was talking about Benny Siegel from State Property. Benny Siegel was so notoriously a tough guy. He was such a notorious tough guy that Jay-Z was afraid of him. When Jay-Z was at a concert and he saw Beans, he told his guards to clear that whole area, made sure Beans was pushed back. You know what happened to Beans in his later years? Some young bull came out of nowhere and knocked him out in front of his family. And blah! Yeah, you go do it. Let us know how that goes. You think that you're gonna keep repairing without kicking up a percentage to the higher ups? You've got the game wrong. Oh, well, you're about to be disappointed. You're about to be disappointed. For one, I don't know what higher ups you're talking about. All right, that's for one. Yeah, you on to something else here. Let me, you know what? You about to be disappointed. Hold on a second. Let me get you together. Let me get you together. You trying to come out of you don't like my little my little hustle and bustle, little old me. You don't like my bustle, buddy. my little I ain't bothering nobody, and here you come talking about fixing appliances. Let me tell you something, Buddy Rowe. You know how much I paid for this right here? Tough guy. $0. I paid $0 for this. Oh, you left. Oh, you left. Oh, you erased your comments. Yeah, you talking crazy. I'm a DIYer. Do it yourself. We get junk. This is junk. It's junk. I get the junk. I sell the parts. That's what we do. We sell the parts. Higher ups? What are you talking about? Higher ups don't want this. Keep fixing appliances. You gonna threaten me? Higher ups want that? Is that what they want? Huh? Higher ups want this. This refrigerator here. This is what they want. How about this one? No. How about this one right here? No. They don't want this. This 20-year-old beauty. They don't even make this refrigerator anymore. Look at this. This is what the higher ups want. This 20-year-old beauty, they don't even make this anymore. Let's see when this was made. Talking crazy to me. Let me see. See if I can find a date on it. Oh, it's only 10 years old. 10 years old. How quiet it is. Look at this. Look. Solid. Solid. Iced up. Look at that. Cold. Probably 0 degrees in there. The higher ups don't want this. They don't want these refrigerators. They don't want these refrigerators. That's where people like me come in. You think they want these? These parts? They want these parts right here, or all these parts right here. Y'all want these? They want to make a big deal out of that. How about that refrigerator back there? How about that one right there? They want that one too? They don't want these refrigerators. Why? Because they're old and they were broken. And I figured out how to fix them. And some of those didn't even need to be fixed. Some of those, all I did was plug them in. Customer didn't know that they were okay. How about these parts? You think they want these? These parts here? All these parts? This right here, I just sold one of these. You know how much I sold it for? You know what this is? This right here? Let me show you what it is. Higher ups. I'm gonna show you exactly what that is. This goes all the way back. This is sitting on it. Pull these out. It goes along there. Goes all the way to the back. It's a filter. It's where you put your water filter at. That's what that is. You know how much that cost? About $210. That's how much one of those cost. So when someone's giving away a whole refrigerator like this, I take it and strip it down. This right here, $150. I just sold one of these, $185. Y'all don't want this stuff. The bosses, there are no bosses over here. The bosses don't want this stuff. Ain't nobody gonna bother me about, you tell your bosses, you ask your bosses if they want this right here. I give it to them. This what you want, boss? I send them one for free. You know how many refrigerators are out here that lose power over one rinky-dink part and people throw them all away? I got a call. I got a little text yesterday. Guy knows that I fix refrigerators because I bought one from him. Took it home, nothing was wrong with it. He hit me up yesterday after a couple years ago. He's like, yeah, I got a tenant Tenant says it ain't working. Give her a call. I give her a call. Oh, you're crazy. I give him this. Here's your 68. Here you go. I get a tenant a call. They had the same refrigerator I got sitting out there, that Frigidaire. You know what happened to it? Stopped working all of a sudden. After a storm. I guesstimated what was wrong with it in like a couple minutes. The bosses don't want nothing to do with that. You're whoever your bosses you're talking about, they don't want that. It's not worth their money. Not to mention, I didn't go through any of them to do anything. I could see if I went through a system, maybe I might owe somebody, but I didn't. You may owe them for what you do, but I don't owe nobody. Yeah, some of you guys may go through some kind of hokey pokey system, but I buy junk and I fix it. Some of those earnings need to be kicked upstairs to the boss. I don't know who the bosses are. That's for one. Ain't no boss ever contacted me. Not only that, that boss better tell me what they're gonna do for me before you see anything over here. I'm gonna keep on fixing them. I got customers calling that contact me. I ain't spoke to them in years. I go out, see them, fix their stuff, boom, back home. You understand, people understand very little about the refrigerators. These one people last week, they have big old beautiful Samsung like that. You know what they did? They turned it off. They pushed the 2 off buttons. They didn't know they did it. When I got there, it said off. I did some examining to it, but I definitely turned it back on. And I said, listen, let's just let it sit for a night, see what happens. Next day, it was fine. They turned it off. People don't know how to treat their refrigerators. Your boss wants a part of that, let me know. They want some money? Tell them to get me some jobs. They want a percent? Tell them to find me some work. Because all the work that I find, all the money I keep. Yeah. They got some houses or apartments they want me to serve. I do it. Yeah. Yeah, what you got? Y'all got some houses? Y'all got a complex, an HOA? What y'all got over there? You got an HOA? Come on over there. I'll give you part of the earnings. Yeah, we can run it up. You can run it up. What you got some you got some fourplexes? You need me to come over and serve as a fourplex? I serve all 4 of them in the same day. You keep saying the same thing, it makes no sense. I don't know none of your bosses. Anyways, I'm gonna just skip past you because you just talking nonsense. I don't know none of your bosses. and they ain't finding me no work. So you find me some work, we can chop it up. Other than that, to just give some arbitrary for nothing. Yeah, let's get money. Let's get money. I'm gonna keep fixing appliances because that's the way I make a little scratch. I'm good at it. I like doing it. Yeah, I don't know none of your bosses. They don't know me. Oh, please. They're too busy with insurance. They don't want my little $20. For what? I'm not worth it. I'm not worth their hassle. Now, if I was doing, listen, you only attract their attention when you're doing major numbers. Let's just say that I opened a mom and pop, right? Fixing appliances, you know. And I get a good deal with like a major dealer. Say I get a good deal with Home Depot, Lowe's, Zettlers, somebody, right? They're like, we want you to fix all of our appliances. And the ones that can't be fixed, we want you to, you know, do whatever you want with them. Come get them, take them away, whatever. I start off in a storage unit. You know, oh, okay, yeah, but I'm saying to attract their attention, you would need to be somebody who came up and then everyone starts talking about you because your business is expanding. You start huffing out of a storage unit, now you got 2 storage units, now you got 5. You're doing about $5,000 a day. You get noticed $5,000 a day. Next thing you know, you're doing $20,000 a day. They'll come see you. They'll come see you. You knocking down 20 G's, hell, 20 G's in a month, they might come see you. But you start doing 100K, you know what I'm saying? In a week, somebody's coming to see you. Yeah. They're coming to get a part of that. Yeah. 100K in a week, somebody's coming to see you. And if you double or triple that, it's even going to be. They want a part of it. Especially if you're just a one-man band doing it, everybody wants some of that money. You're gonna have to fight over your, you know. You're gonna have to make a deal. They're gonna be like, you can't sell on the website without, giving us a cut. You'd be like, well, I'm not gonna sell on the west side. Well, it doesn't work like that. Well, you just said the west side. Well, we're on the north, east, south, west, mid. We're in the city. We're everywhere. Basically shutting down your business, or you pay them, 30, 40%. So what do? You pay the 30, 40%, or you shut down the business and move. I'm going to tell you a good example of that. Somebody who took the alternative. They said, to hell with that. I'm going to tell you 2 people. One of them was 50 Cent. 50 Cent started making his money. The boys came to see him. They tried to extort him. And he said, absolutely not. He turned around and he paid the police. Yeah. Eminem too. Eminem went through that. Yeah, they came after Eminem. He's like, absolutely not. He turned around and hired the Booyah Tribe. Yeah. He hired them big ass the Booyah tribe. You don't know who they are? Go look them up. They're Samoans. Yeah, because some people try to extort them. Kanye West. Yeah, the local dealers try to extort him too. He was like, absolutely not. I don't know who he turned around and paid, but yeah. Yeah, so there's all kind of cases of that. But and there's cases that, appliance might seem a little far-fetched, but it's not. No, there's people in every business, if they grow to a certain amount, people have come to see them. Yeah, they have. Especially if it's under contract. I'm going to tell you one of the most notorious cases. One of the most notorious cases was with one of our former presidents, Barack Obama. Basically, he was a senator, right? He was a senator, and he left out of the Senate seat, and he got into the, what do you think, around your sandwich bags full of bugs, and open those bags in a restaurant that you don't approve of is good for, I don't know what that means, but nonetheless, so what he did was he went to the governor's seat, right? And when he left from governor's seat, he was the president. So Blagojevich filled the governor's seat. He was like, I want to be the governor. And what had happened was Chicago was building a new wing onto a hospital. And the hospital, whenever you build a wing onto the hospital, you have to go through the government for the contracts to make sure all the contracts are fair. Well, the administrator of the hospital was female. And somebody walked into her office and put a card down and said, don't call anybody else but me. And she looked at him and she said, okay. Now, what happened was, when you do something like that, that is completely illegal, because everybody has to get a fair share of the whole deal, and it has to be bidded on. He said, don't call nobody else. Right there, that is a felony. And she looked at him and said, okay. He walked out. She picked up the phone. She called the FBI. The FBI bugged the phones. When they bugged the phones, it went all the way back to Blagojevich's office, and it heard him saying he wants $250,000. He wants his wife to have a job for $250,000, and that's how Blagojevich lost his seat. That's how he lost his seat. So it does happen in our world. It does happen in every world. You're making a lot of money, you're going to get extorted. Chris Brown got extorted. He got extorted by the Bloods. 6ix9ine got extorted by the Bloods. Whatchamacallit was getting extorted by the Crips. Nipsey Hussle. They were trying to extort Nipsey Hussle. And he was like, nah, absolutely not. And you see what happened to him. Dirty Cuz killed him. So it does, it's happening everywhere. You got if you're making a decent dollar and you're in a particular, you don't even have to be in somebody's neighborhood. Look how they tried to do, not Little Baby, but The Baby. He was doing a video shoot in the neighborhood, and these guys came out of nowhere and said, what's going on? He said, we just over here, doing the shoot. He said, ooh wee, this is my neighborhood. He was like, this is my neighborhood. Baby was ready. Like, nah. But the baby already done off some. He done took somebody out in Walmart. Somebody ran up on him. Yeah. So yeah, extortion is a real thing, but I don't make enough money to be extorted, and I'm okay with that. Okay, with the dip, on the dip, on the dip, with the dip, that, dip. All right. That's how I know I'm old. I can just make up stuff. It's dabba dope, dipper. It's a rainbow, ripper. I'm all like, I can do that now. I wear Mitch Mac socks outside. People look at me crazy. I look at them like a. You see, I don't cut my hair that up. You're like, you need to cut your hair. I'm like, what? I chilled on the volume. I don't go out and get them like I used to. I don't have a big storage unit full of them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have that many of them. Yeah. That's all I have. Remember, I used to have an old storage unit full of them. I'm paying $200 a month for that storage unit. Save myself a lot of money. I just moved the stuff out of there. But no, I usually deal in the smaller ones now. I usually deal with the smaller refrigerators. And I have those two big jokers. Well, I have 3 big ones and 2 small ones now. But I paid $50 for the one. The other one I got for absolutely free. And I did a job. That's how I got that other one. And so the French store I have, I actually sold to someone. Their electricity started messing up about a year and a half later. They called me and said, hey, come get it. We'll just give it to you. Just help me move this other one in. So I charged them $150 to move the other one in. And now I got this one because they were like, oh, it's leaking. Turns out it's their socket. This refrigerator is just mine. If they would have unplugged it and then plugged it into the living room, they would have never called me. But you'd be surprised, people don't know. We get the new one in there, which was a Samsung. We get the new one in there, plug it in, it ain't acting right. I'm like, something's wrong with your sockets. I read the sockets, they read correctly, and I'm like, something's not right here. Plug it into the living room. Plug it in the living room, boom, it comes on. I test the sockets. Then I said, I gotta test the sockets again. I tested them again, it was the ground wire. The ground wire was blown out in the kitchen. Yeah. So the volume I don't do anymore. I used to go get the biggest ones, and plus I don't deliver anymore. I don't deliver the big ones. Fried chicken nigga. Gonna get the fried chicken in the hip bone, get the bone, and the rip bone, no, I'm not relocating. Because Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm not relocating because Donald Trump canceled my job. I was coming to see you. I was coming to see you. I made every effort. I was coming to see you, big dog. Donald Trump did me dirty. Donald Trump did me dirty. He was like, nah, you ain't got no job with the IRS. I was like, come on, Donald, I was in there. He's like, nope. He's like, you're fired. ain't it? Fried chicken, ain't it? Do the fried chicken. Come on, do the fried chicken, ain't it? Down. I'm a fried chicken, ain't it? Yeah. So no, I don't hit it as hard as I used to. Trying to get back in the gym twice a week. Get this back together. Twice a week, yeah, twice a week's fine. Planet Fitness, trying to ease into it. Because whenever I go to big boy gym, I'll be wanting to, I think I'm 30 again. I'm not. I see them 30-year-olds pick up them hundreds, start clanging and banging with that. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Oh, no. I can't do it. I be, my blood, I still got that in my blood. I see them young boys, then they get to looking at me because I'm, I ain't small. Like, yeah. Let me see you toss these hundreds. I'm like, you talking too. Let me warm up for about an hour and I'll be right over there. I can't clang and bang like I used to. I wanted to get on the flat barbell with 200s. I can't do it. Clanging and banging with 120s. 123 times on the flat. I can't do it anymore. I can't clang and bang like I used to. I'm old. I can't clang and bang like I used to. I still on your ass though. 75 5 times. I can't clang and bang like I used to. I got a little my back. Unsweetened tea. With me. Caught up with me, Hardaway. It caught up with me. It finally got me, Hardaway. It finally. Finally got me, Hardaway. I can't clang and bang with you guys anymore. It's a sobering thought, but it hurts. Look, it gets your pride a little bit, But I tell you what, I can still yank up some 75s, and I'm not hurt about that. I'm not hurt about that. I can still move a refrigerator every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I ain't happy about it, but you know. Doctor told me I need to slow down. Quit putting that 175 over your head. Dude. Told me cut it out with the military. Doctor told me to slow down, Hardaway. Told me I'm doing too much. They told me to slow down, Hardaway. No more 315 on the bench. Douche. No more. They told me no more. They actually told me they want me to stop. They actually didn't say stop. They said just chill for now. Just chill for now. Maybe a little later. But I need to heal. I need some healing. What you wanna know? It was rocking, wasn't it? It is raining, it is pouring, and the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. Did he die? It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. Did he die? Did the old man die? I think he did. I think the old man did die. He went to bed, he bumped his head, and he couldn't get up in the morning. Ooh. Hey. That song's so hard. Hey. Oh. just over here jamming. I was talking to Hardaway, but I think he's gone. Hardaway, young and strong. Eventually, you'll be old like me. I'm still strong, though. I'm still strong. I'm just not... How do you say this? Like I'm strong, but I'm not... healthy. Yeah, I'm not at full health. Ooh, I'm not healthy. I want to be. I want to be healthy. Once the knees get to acting up. Once your knees get to acting up, you start slowing down. Once your knees act up, once your knees act up, Hardaway, once you get the knee edge, Hardaway, you got knee edge. You got knee edge, don't you? You got knee edge, Hardaway. It's all right, I got knee edge. You could have real bad knee edge. Could have terrible knee edge. I got knee edge. Read your word. Gotta read that word, don't you? Gotta read the word. Oh, that's how you know you're old. You just make gospel songs out of nothing. Oh, I sat down. Oh, just a bunch of runs. I ain't really saying that. Ooh, yeah, all right. That's the new gospel songs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You ain't said not one scripture, not one affirmation. Oh, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, oh. You ain't said that's new gospel music now. Just a bunch of runs. Hey. Gospel music, what a farce. Gospel music. Gospel parties now. Gospel rap. Gospel clubs. Gospel sex clubs. Let's all have sex in the gospel everything. Gospel beating people up in the hood. I'm gonna beat you up in the name of... all kind of fallacies with the gospel. Gospel ain't got nothing to do with it. Bunch of criminals. You're going to have to pay to come to our church. You can't come to our church without paying. You owe us some gratuity. That's what Christ would want. God would want you to pay me. It costs. Isn't that what Reverend Deacon the fourth ain't that what Reverend Deacon the 15th of the book of Germanic tribes, ain't that what he said? That singer. It costs to be up here. You's gonna have to pay for me to be here. I ain't make the rules up now. You guys to pay if you want me's to be up here preaching the word. God is gonna slap all of those people. God's gonna slap all of them. You need to pay me to be what I'm doing exactly. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. What is it? What are we doing up here anyway? I got somewhere to be. You got to pay me to come up here and tell you what you can read for free at home. All the charging about these dudes not being no church. All the charge do by these. How much do y'all pay to go to church? I don't want to discourage nobody from being a part of a gathering, but I do discourage people from paying all their money given to a church that won't help them. That church ain't going to help you when you need help. Look what Eddie Long did. Look what Eddie Long did. Look what's his name did. The one preacher, the smiling preacher. Look what he did. A damn flood came. He ain't helped nobody. He ain't this ain't. He's like this is not Noah's Ark, and I'm not Noah. He smiled on their face, told them to kiss his behind. Him and that greasy ass wifey. Grease ball. Grease ball. Greaser. Grease balls. Ibrahim Traore! Long live Ibrahim Traore. Long live Ibrahim Traore! Where are you? Ibrahim Traore! Bastards! You cocksuckers.
Research. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Long live Ibrahim Traore.
Where's the emergency? Lights here. Wait on you.
Yeah, go ahead. I dare you.
Command center operating.
Here's your stuff. Wait. Ready to pick up. Where's the Go ahead.
Mineral field complete. Insufficient SQ gas. Mineral field completed.
Your time.
Not enough minerals. Not enough hydrogen.
Go ahead.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to blunder. Go, go, go.
Add-on complete.
Agreed. Ready to blunder.
Research. Not enough. Not enough minerals.
Come on. I lost. I didn't know I was on that time. No idea I was under attack. Playing some StarCraft, just chilling. Got some chill vibes, you know. Jesus rose on the third day and wasn't playing with nobody. Jesus rose on the third day and started slapping. Jesus rose on the third day and everybody. It's like literally hell to pay when Jesus rose. Does anyone know how to make minestrone? Anybody know how to make minestrone? Let me know. Does anyone know what minestrone is? Does anybody know what minestrone is? Have you ever even heard of minestrone? If you haven't heard of minestrone, look it up. If you've never eaten minestrone, you should go and get yourself some. If no one's never introduced you to minestrone, you need to learn what it is. And by the end of the night, you should know what minestrone is. Okay, yeah. All right, so check it. I with the okay, with the okay, yeah, I get down with the yeah, with the come on, I got that, yeah, I got that, yeah, okay, I with the. I mean, yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got the. God, come on. Yeah, what's up? I could down. All right. Took your leg, took your leg, took your leg, took your leg. Get down, get down, get it, get down. Now, come on. All right. So, yeah. What the? Get it down, get it down. Now, come on, now, get your. I want to get it down, get it on it, get it down. Tell your mama talking. Yeah, I want to get gone down, but down, get gone down. What you talking about, I mean, yeah, flat out, yeah, What you talking about? I get down with that. What you talking about? Dang gong, tell me what the mama said. Ding gong, time, what the mama said. Ding gong, time, what the mama said. Damn. Train don't charge, won't hear what the mama said. Chain don't time, on down with the mama there. Hit him in the booty like. With the mama there. Hit him with the booty like. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Bang, bang, bang. On my baby. Yeah. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, baby. Come on. Come on. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, baby. Ain't gon' fly, but your mama get the phone with you. Ooh, what you building? Things don't fly, then your mama hit the mama with you. Things don't fly, then your mama hit the mama with you. Things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. Things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. Things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. Things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. Ooh, the things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. The things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. Things don't fly, then your mama got a bomber with you. Being so fine, then your mama got Obama with you. Come on. Come on. Being so fine, then your mama got Obama with you. All right. If your beans on fire, then your mama got Obama with you. Mama got a mama. And your mama got a mama. Huh. All right. Down, but your beans don't fry, then your mama got a mama with you. Come on. If your beans don't fry, then your mama got a mama with you. Huh. Boom, bang, boom, bang, bang, boom, bang, bang, bang. Come on. Okay, now, what? Say a bang, bang, boom, bang, then your mama bang, bang, boom, bang, bang. Come on. All right.